Hey you guys, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Joji and I do makeup tutorials and makeup reviews here on my channel. So if you wanted to see more of that, make sure that you are subscribed. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a fall lipstick color. So I have 10 shades right here, which is very exciting. And I'm not going to talk too much because we have a lot to do here. So we're going to do some swatches and of course demonstration on the lips. And if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep on watching. So I guess before I remove this lipstick, because this is actually part of the 10 shades that I'm going to be showing you today, I'm just going to talk about it already because it's already here and I don't want to remove it and you can already see. So first off, this is from Clinique. This is their Black Honey. I know this is not sort of like a lipstick creamy, but this is more of a lip balm. But you can see that this shade is just so beautiful. This is actually really popular. It's been a trend for a while and a lot of people love this, but I'm just gonna reapply it again just so you guys see the way how it looks. I mean, that's already the full potential of the color, but let me see if I can just build up again. So yeah, that's how it is. And if you wonder, this is just a sample size, or I got it from a gift because, you know, I have two of this. I don't have to buy the new one. And this is how it looks like. It's just so beautiful. It is so sheer, but it's giving you these colors. And if you're talking about like a fall color, so we're definitely going into plums, burgundies, and some violet. Something like that is definitely a color that is connected to fall. You can have a little bit of burnt orange in there, or like a mix of orange and plum. So that is how I associated fall colors with the lipstick. So that is the first shade that I'm going to show you, and of course we're gonna show you a swatch as well. And there you see it is very sheer. Second layer, there it is. And let's do build up quite a bit. And there you see what I'm talking about. It's very sheer, but when you apply it, it actually shows color. Alright, next shade will be from MAC, and I do have the taupe right here. This is a matte finish, so let's apply this. Alright, that is the shade. It's pretty good because it has a little bit of this like burnt orange in it as well. So it's a mix of like burgundy, plum, and burnt orange. So it's really nice to have it almost like every day as well. But it really looks like a good match to my makeup right now. I mean, like any of this will probably will because I do have a fall color makeup as well. So now it's time to give you the swatch. Oh yeah, so that's definitely showing a lot more color compared to Clinique. You can tell the difference, but that is a beautiful shade too. Alright, so before I remove it, take a look at one more time. And again, this is a matte finish. So if you're not a fan of matte finish, you can always make sure that you moisturize your lips so that it doesn't dry. But also you can apply or add a gloss on top if you don't want a matte. But also if you just want to avoid a matte finish at all, like we have a few options here that you might like. So just keep on watching. Let's go ahead on the next shade. Next shade will be from Clinique again, and this is in the shade Beach Pop, and this one is a matte finish as well. And this is how it looks like, the packaging. Let's apply. So that is the shade Beach Pop. It's beautiful. This one is slightly lighter than the MAC taupe, and I think this one is also very creamy. It comes with a primer, so it's supposed to last. And take a look at that one more time, and then I'm gonna give you a swatch. Alright, that is the swatch of Beach Pop. You can see it's definitely lighter than the MAC taupe, but it's also very pigmented, and it's slightly more on the mauve-ish rather than the burnt orange. Alright, so the next shade will be from Nars, one of my favorite brand, and this one is their Airmatte Lip Color, and this is in the shade Loose Control. This lipstick is so popular. The whole shade range is quite good. They have a lot of good shades, but this is definitely one of the fall color that I got from the collection. So let's try this on. It is actually sort of a mousse kind of formula, so it's not a liquid, it's not like a cream, but it's in between. And if you know, like mousse, kind of like airy, kind of that sort of formula. So let's apply it. Oh my goodness, this shade is gorgeous. I just remember how this actually looks like. So I would say it's not on the burgundy plum side, but this one has definitely a lot more of that burnt orange. But take a look at that, it's gorgeous. And what I noticed from this lipstick as well is the formula is very lightweight. I'm sure you have heard me say it before because I do have a lot of video about this lipstick, but it's very airy, it's very light, and also it has that like softer effect on the lips if you are able to see it on the camera, but that's how it actually feels in person. So take a look at that and then let's give you the swatch. Okay, I did try my best. It was a little hard to kind of make it the same size because this one actually comes with the applicator, so it's not like a bullet size lipstick. But there you can see what I mean. It's definitely a lot more burnt orange with red and brown, different from the three right here that we already swatched. And that is again the shade Loose Control from Nars. Next shade would be from Merit, and this one is a beautiful formula. It's very comfortable, and I'm in the shade L'Avenue, so this one is very lightweight as well. Packaging is beautiful, and let's apply this. This is how it looks like. It's actually quite dark. It reminds me of the Clinique Black Honey, but this one has just a little bit of more of a pigment, so let's see. So you can see that's the first wipe. Alright, here is the shade L'Avenue from Merit Beauty. This one is very lightweight. You're not supposed to feel something, which is true, and it's very comfortable on the lips, and the formula is also lightweight, so that's why I included this. It's really nice. It's definitely more on the burgundy side already, and it's quite dark from the lipstick that we already tried, but take a look at that. It's so beautiful as well. And let's give you a swatch. Alright, so before I swatch, just want to show you this close-up look of the formula of this Merit. It looks really dark on the bullet, but once you swatch it, it's very light. So here you will see when I swatch it. So there you can see it's definitely same kind of formula like the Clinique Black Honey, but slightly more pigmented. And then let's do a second swipe right there, so it's getting darker, and there it is, the Merit Beauty L'Avenue shade. Already we are halfway into our 10 shades already. I'm excited. It's still a lot more, but yes, we are gonna go through this one by one. So next shade would be from Estee Lauder, and this is the Pure Color Envy Liquid Matte in the shade Burnt Raisin, or the number is 401. This is one of my favorite formula at all, and I have had a lot of this shade from this line, so this is definitely a fall color. I think if I were to say, this is so balanced. It's not super plum, it's not super dark, not so light, and you will see when I try to apply it. Let's take a look at it. Alright, what do you think, guys? This is definitely a beautiful color, and it's a good one if you're looking for something that it's not super dark yet. So if you're looking for just like a light to medium color, this is such a good one. And if you want to stay away from also, of course, the medium dark tone, really good one. And the formula of this is very silky, smooth on the lips. It doesn't feel like it's a matte finish when you initially applied it, but it definitely dries down to matte. And I also waited for a few seconds before I showed you the result, because first when you apply it initially, it will look a little lighter. That's the tendency for a liquid lipstick, they tend to apply lighter, and then once it dries down, it goes a little darker, and this is how it looks like. It's just so beautiful. I love it, and I feel like this is such a good color if I wanted just a lighter lipstick, like I said earlier. So now let's go ahead and give you a swatch. So I'm gonna try my best to give you a nice swatch. Ooh. You see that? You see what I'm talking about? It's beautiful and it's just really nice. It's not super dark, but it's definitely on the lighter side. A lot more mauve into it. I'm gonna just give you a little glance while it's drying down so you can notice that it's definitely getting darker. And that's the result. The Estee Lauder Burnt Raisin. Alright you guys, so I already cleaned that lipstick shade, but I definitely have a problem when I tried a lot of lipstick, so my lips is getting dry. But don't worry, we got this, we got it under control, and I'm trying my best to really clean my lips because I don't want any remaining shade from the last shade that we tried, so that you guys can really see how it looks like. But I also do touch up so that it looks like at least nice and not messy. So now let's jump into the next shade, which is, again, I have it from the Nars Cosmetics. This is their lipstick line this time, and this is in the shade Tonka. It is a matte finish. So it looks like, and let's apply it on. Okay, there you have it, the shade Tonka. What do you guys think? Are you familiar with the rest of the shade that we already kind of applied? What do you think is the closest shade to this one? For me, okay, I would tell you, I would say this is closer to the shade of MAC, the taupe one, the second color that we applied, but just a little bit more on the pinkier instead of burnt orange. But it's very familiar. The formula is sort of kind of same creamy matte finish, and also lasts longer. And take a look at that. Oh my god, I'm just so in love with all the shades that I've been showing you today, guys, because you know what, I haven't been wearing a dark fall color lipstick lately, and that's why today I've been trying them on, and it feels like it's new and exciting, and that's why I just kind of like, oh my god, this is such a beautiful color. And throughout the whole year, I definitely go out a lot more nude and lighter lipstick lately, but fall color is definitely something special. So take a look at that, and then the swatch. So there you go, that is Tonka. So here is the taupe from MAC, and this is the Tonka. So you see what I mean? This one has a lot more orangey, kind of burnt orange. This one has a lot more brown and less orange, a little bit more on the red side actually. It's so beautiful as well. Down to my last three shades that I wanted to show you guys, and this next shade is absolutely one of my favorite formula, and this is from Makeup by Mario in the shade Miss Mauve. This is, I actually included this on one of my holy grail lipstick that I filmed early this year because it's just so beautiful. When you apply it, it's perfect. Let me show you what I mean. Let's apply it. And also, this is a really good formula. It is unique. It's a creamy mousse, so it's beautiful. It's comfortable. Let me just do this. Alright, so that's how it looks like. I mean, in the camera right now, you probably see it's a bit too light for fall color. But if we're talking about fall, we're also looking to the shade of mauve, which is light. So if you're looking for a very dramatic eyes, very dramatic cheeks, and then less dramatic lips, then this is something that you want to consider. The formula is beautiful. Also, it smells so good. It just smells like coconut to me, coconut and vanilla. So this is, again, the Makeup by Mario in the shade Miss Mauve. Take a look at that. Oh my god, I'm in love with this shade. I really love this shade. I do promise you guys, it's so good. I feel like you should have this at least in your like lipstick color. So now let's give you a swatch. A little messy, but I'll try my best to fix it. This is the messiest swatch I've done. But take a look at that. So it's the lightest shade so far that we have tried, but definitely has a lot more mauve. It's slightly similar to that Estee Lauder Burnt Raisin. This one has more plum in it, and this one has slightly creamier formula than the Burnt Raisin from Estee Lauder, but yeah, very, very comfortable. Next one is from Dior, and this is the Rouge Dior Forever Liquid in the shade 200, and this is how it looks like. It's so pretty, and I love this shade as well. Let me show you. Let me just kind of shake this a little bit, because I remember before, if I don't shake it, it doesn't give you the full kind of color range or like the opacity. So let's apply. Alright, this color, again, it's beautiful. I almost forgot how this looks like, but I feel like, I don't know, it has a little bit of pink in it, like peeking through, a little bit of the orange, a little bit of brown and red, but it's not super dark, and that's why I think I got this color in the first place. But definitely for fall, a lot more fall. It can be a transition from summer to fall. But with this formula, I noticed that this is really drying down your lips. Again, it is a dry matte formula, so if you have a dry lips to begin with, really moisturize your lips or stay away from this kind of formula, because if you're not a fan, you're not gonna like it. Maybe, you know, just kind of go into the creamier finish like the Makeup by Mario. You will love it. So that's Dior in the shade 200. Take a look at one more time before I give you the swatch. That's how it looks like. So it will dry down, but take a look at that. Oh my goodness, these colors are just really beautiful. Really, really a fan of this lipstick shades today. Alright, so this is the Dior Forever Liquid in the shade 200. One more time, because it did really dry down, and you can see it's a lot more darker compared to when you first apply it. It's normal for a matte finish liquid formula. There you go. And then down to our last shade. Let's clean this up and show you the last one. Last but not the least, I do have from Nars. I really, really, really love this formula. They last longer, they're very comfortable on the lips, they're so pigmented, and I have this one right here. This is the Powermatte Lip Pigment in the matte finish as well, and I have the shade Save the Queen, and it's the last one. This one you really need to shake because it does settle a lot, and be careful when you apply this, because when you try to do that, it will actually leak and you will get messy and you will throw your products for free. So let's just apply a little bit first, because you don't need a lot from this formula. I'm gonna place the bottle down and then just use this. Alright, this is the shade Save the Queen, you guys. It's pure mauve or like plum or violet. There's no orange, there's no pink, there's no red. It's definitely on a cooler undertone, which goes really nice on my eyes because it actually has a bit more of a cooler undertone as well. If you are curious what eyeshadow I use, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in Modern Renaissance. So now let's give you a swatch for this one. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful swatches and pigmentation of all the lipstick. It's just nice. It's a mix of liquid and cream, of course. That is the Nars Powermatte Lip Pigment in the shade Save the Queen. And now one more time after it dries down. So darker, definitely better. It looks good. I really like it, and that is everything that I have from me today, guys. I hope you have fun and I hope you found the shade that you like. And you know, at the end of this video, I really hope that you guys find the colors that you wanted to try and get it. At least you have the swatches, and of course I demonstrate as well for you guys to see, because swatches is not enough. It always looks different on the lips. You know, swatches sometimes can be deceiving. It looks really nice on the skin, but the pigmentation on your wrist is different than the pigmentation on your lips. So make sure that you try it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you have any more question, any request. I think for my next video, I'm going to do a fall blush colors as well. So if you're interested, make sure to check back. Please like this video, leave a comment down below, and of course, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you guys. Bye.